Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and welcome to Show and Tell number 35. I am filming just a little bit early in the week for me. I still have one more video to upload from last week. It's been kind of bedlam and crazy everywhere I turn. We close on the house on the 25th. Our moving dates are scheduled for the 18th through the 20th. So we don't close on the new house until October 3rd. So I'll be going into temporary housing. Today I am going to film some extra footage and extra videos. So I have some things that I can, while we're in transition and moving and stuff, I can get uploaded. But I wanted to give enough space between my finished objects videos to kind of fluff in with the others. We did make an offer that was finally accepted. We went back to the first house that we really loved, and we finally were able to come to an agreement with the current owners. So we are going to hopefully be going to that house, assuming that the inspection and everything goes well. I actually need to be up there Friday for the inspection, so I'm leaving probably tomorrow night, so I can go spend the night with my husband up there, and Troy and I'll go out to a nice dinner. There's an awesome restaurant right by the hotel in his office that has, it's not keto friendly, but it's wheat-free friendly calamari, and it is amazing. So if you're in the Charlotte area, look for Burton's Bar and Grill. There are a couple of locations, and they make amazing calamari, and it's wheat-free. So I'm kind of looking forward to that because that will probably be my dinner Thursday night. But yeah, so we've got all that going on. And then I'm staying an extra night in Charlotte this week because Saturday morning is the premier warehouse sale. And Becky from Funny Farm Crochet and I are going to go up together. So I'm looking forward to that. So far we are meeting with Undercover Yarn Snob, and I'll link her channel down below. And we're going to go out for lunch, at least the three of us. I know there are a couple of my subscribers who have said that they're going to be there as well. So hopefully this video will go up before the yarn sale, and you have an opportunity to be like, hey, I know you. I know you. So I'm very excited. I will be buying yarn that's basically going to have to immediately be put in boxes. But I think I've already mentioned it on here once that in 2020, a group of friends and I are doing a stash down. We're going to work through from our stashes only. We're allowed to swap yarns back and forth, buy yarn for swaps and gifts, and we're allowed one big sale event in 2020. So for Becky and me, it'll probably be the premier warehouse sale. I know there are a couple people who have said they want to do the Hobby Lobby sale as their big event. But I'm really looking forward to that. It is actually really early in the day still, and I am still drinking coffee, so. Yeah, so what did I do? What did I work on? First off, this is the... Ooh, I forgot to write the real name of the pattern. This is from one of the kits I got from Blueprint back at the beginning of the year. Ross over at Smells Great Guy actually did the same hat. I did a different, this is actually my back seam here. Right? Yeah. Right? Oh man, where is it? Look on the inside. Nope. So this is actually where my color change is. I did a different color change than he did. He did the one that's on the pattern. I still thought that was a little too obvious. So what I did for this one, since it is 4 rows, I did knit the first round with the new pattern, slip the first stitch, and I kept the float and that stitch a little long so it could stretch into itself. So there's actually only 3 stitches right there. You can see where it's a 4-stitch row. That way I got more of a jogless seam. There is still a little bit of a ridge there, but it blends in with my decreases. because it's an even decrease pattern all the way around. But this pattern is by Meyer, and this uses the Cloudborne Superwash Merino. I have not forgotten about the blueprint video. That's one of the ones that's on the list today. I had enough yarn left over actually to duplicate this exact same hat. I don't know if I'm going to do that because I only need one elf hat a year for my family. So what I might do is I am going to put a brown fur pom-pom on the end, which is why I haven't woven in any of the ends, but that's why in particular the top one's sticking out all. Womp womp. Ooh. What else was I going to say about this? I don't need another green one. So I might do a standard beanie with it and do a regular striped beanie, which might leave enough to do just like a short ribbed cowl or something to match it. I don't know. But I really like the yarn. It was very, very nice to work with. It's a little... splitty isn't the right word. I was working with it in the car on one of our house hunting trips. I actually finished my other finished object and started this in the car. It's not splitty, but I had it twisted the wrong way. So my needle kind of caught it weird in certain spots, especially the way I draw my yarn through. I'm actually going to recommend that Karen over at KB Fibers actually does a segment. Karen, I've been meaning to do this, talking about how when you wind your yarn and how you pull it, you can change. I know a lot of crocheters are aware of like Z-twist yarn and that it's less splitty for crocheters to use. It's made for crocheters. But as Karen is a spinner, she can much better explain how the direction of the twist of your yarn as you work with it can affect how splitty it is as you work with it. So I am going to recommend Karen do a video on that because I think Karen could much better explain that than I can. I know what I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm talking about. Last week, if you remember, I did a pot holder and a little lid lifter. I did do a matching dishcloth for that, which finished off I had 2 balls of mistletoe that were the same colorway. I actually sent the extra to Leah over at Leah's Handmade Crafts because she's been looking for Christmas cotton. So I sent her the 3rd ball that didn't match. I was just going to work something up just to be done with it. A couple of you guys asked me what a lid lifter is, though. So, in particularly when you're cooking, you use things like trivets and hot pads all the time. But a lid lifter helps you to grip the pot lid without burning yourself, scalding yourself on the metal lid. So that's all that is it's just a little to lift the lid with. That's it. This won't be closed up on this side. I'll just weave in the ends to close it up or be done with it. But yeah, I should have done a decrease here and here just to make it stick on my fingers a little bit better. But this was just a do it as you go project. Anyway, so this week's finished object is the dishcloth that matches the set. I chained 23 stitches. And it's 1 row double crochet, or 1 row half double crochet, 1 row single crochet, which is the same pattern I used for my pot holder and my lid lifter. And then I bordered it with a row of half double crochet and single crochet. Or no, it's a single, half double, single, sorry. I started with the half double row, ended with a half double row, and then rounded it in single, half double, single. So I had 21 stitches per row. Now mine did end up cattywampus a little bit, and I don't know if that's because of the cotton and the way it got pulled as I worked it, or if that's user error. It could be either one. Who knows? But yeah, so I got that done. So that gives me an entire little Christmas set to use this year or to gift. It depends on who wants what as we get closer to Christmas time and what I have time for as we get closer to Christmas. Our goal is still to have the annual Christmas party, and this will be the 3rd annual penny potluck. But, you know, with moving and stuff, some of our friends aren't going to be able to make it. Other ones will. We'll just see. We're going to have to play it by ear. I don't know how long it's going to take for us to get the house unpacked and get our arms around new needs as far as furniture and things like that. We're going to have a game room, basically, downstairs where I can kind of overflow crafting and watch TV and stuff too, which will be far more usable for us than a formal living room, which is what we have now. So I'm looking forward to giving you guys the house tour as we're unpacking and show you guys the new surfaces and spaces that I'll have to work in and the advantages to some of the spaces and why certain spaces were very exciting for us. It's a weird house. The house we made our offer on but it suits us perfectly. It suits our needs perfectly. I will have a video. It's part of what I'm filming today for the Crochet Society month 3. Whips. So I'm still working on my mom's blanket. The other day I had a doctor's appointment and I've been packing my yarn into plastic totes so I know it's probably going to be New Year's before I get my craft space set up. So I wanted to make sure that I had access to my yarn while it still stayed neat and clean, which is why I don't want to do it in cardboard boxes. I am using plastic totes. And those will be used once we're in the new house for other storage. But as I'm doing that, we have a week and a half here, and I'm not supposed to be packing per se. I'm packing what we're taking to temporary housing and what the movers won't move, which there is actually a long list of that. So I'm trying to get together planned projects. Chronically Crocheting is planning a whip using some of the yarn she got in her Amazon Dreamweaver box. If you're not familiar with Dreamweaver, that's actually where my yarn for my doctor's appointment whip is from. It's I guess for retail it'd be more seconds, but it's 2 skeins that they're not mill-ins. They're actually properly wound and everything. They're neat balls. They're not, jammed into a bag, but they are seconds. They're either undersized or oversized balls, and they're wrapped together. At the time I got mine, it was a 24 pack of yarn for $25, which was an excellent deal. I got 4 of the small balls, I got 3 sets, so 6 skeins of the small balls of Red Heart with Love. I think these are like 4-ounce skeins when you go to Walmart and Joann's. I got 2 in this beautiful autumn print color, and I got 4 in the gemstone colors. They're both discontinued colorways. But Chronically Crocheting got this really cool nylon tube chainette kind of yarn, and she's wanting to do a bag. And since I had ordered the things too about the same time, I got a peach and a navy blue of the same yarn. So I'm actually going to take that. If she gets her cowl started while we're in transition, I'll be able to take that. The sock yarn that Carla sent me, I've got ready to go over there. I've got some of my older knit crates. I'll be taking my Crochet Society box. I'll also be taking month 1's box, so I can hopefully finish those projects, and I'll come back and do a wrap-up video for Crochet Society. Yeah, so I'm kind of setting aside projects. I've got my mom's blanket project. I've got the stuff for a Christmas blanket right here pulled together. I still need to come up with a colorway for my dad. Yeah, so I mean, as I'm pulling my yarn together in groups by weight and style, I'm also pulling out yarns that I think I'm going to be working with over the next month and can have stored out separate from what's being packed and moved by the movers. because like I said, they'll be here at the end of next week to actually pack our house and put it on a truck and take it to storage. It's going to be stored for 2 weeks, and we close on October 3rd, so our stuff might not be delivered until the 4th through the 6th, maybe. So it's going to be a lot of work and a lot of planning. So if we're already that late, we're already within a month then of really having to have everything set up for Thanksgiving. And then from Thanksgiving, we flawlessly go to Christmas. So my craft room may not be unpacked until sometime in the new year. So I'm really trying to brain space, you know, making sure that I've got things lined up so I've got projects I can do without having to go out and buy yarn for every single project. But yeah, today's going to be after I'm done filming, eating lunch, and just doing the basic cleanup. We'll be continuing prepping for the move. Hello, Pippin. Guess who decided to come say hello? He was going to crawl in my lap, and now that I'm hugging him, he's like, no, Mommy, no. He's been running around crazy. He keeps trying to eat our palms, which I need to take back to the church. Say hi. Say hi. Oof. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw an incredibly precious picture of him sleeping in the craft room the other day while I was up here working. Anyway, I did want to show you my work in progress, my little whip, before I log out of here. Sorry, my stuff from my last video is still sitting around the place I sit on the floor here. I'm kind of excited. So the new craft room, as long as all goes well with the closing, has a fireplace in it. So I'll be warm and snoogly in my room. Anyway, so this is, I call it my basic increase shawl. You can see where I've got a garter ridge here. And I'm literally alternating at random stockinette stitch and garter stitch. And it's just literally a straight triangle shawl. Now, when I block it, I will block it so the top edge is as wide as it can go without deforming the shawl, which will shorten the length just ever so slightly. I'd rather have the space in the width than in the length for this. But I was thinking more of like a scarf shawl for it. I've put in one whole ball that I had, and I still have about half a ball left. So I've got maybe 15 more rows left to go before it's done, but that should be done in time for my next video. I'm going to slowly work on my mom's blanket project in the interim while we move. That gives me a huge project that's kind of mindless that I can work on. I am taking my stuff to do charity hats with me, so hopefully I'll get caught up on the rest of my charity hats. I'm not that far away, actually, so I'm kind of excited. Talking too fast. Anyway, I'm going to get on to the rest of my filming for today. If you guys have any questions, comments down below. There is no pattern for the dishy. There is no pattern for the basic increase shawl. The increase what I'm doing with the increase shawl is I cast on 3 stitches, and I slip the first stitch, knit into the front and back of the second stitch, and do the pattern across. I'm using 4 stitches for my garter border so the edges don't roll. But every row starts off with a slip one, knit into the front and back of the second stitch, and keep with the pattern row you're doing. And I'm alternating, like I said, at random. There's no pattern for how I'm doing that. And like I said, this was chain 23, half double crochet 21, single 21, half double 21, single until it was square. And then I did a single crochet, half double crochet, single crochet round to get this pot holder or a dishcloth. So I will, if the kit is still available from Blueprint, I will link the hat, but that's the only pattern of any of the things I did today to share that actually have a pattern. Everything else was kind of a freeform thing for me. Take care, you guys. I love you. I hope you guys are having an amazing week or weekend, depending on when this uploads. I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. And like I said, if this does go up before the premier warehouse sale in North Carolina, please, if you see me, say Now I'm probably going to be like a harried mess and look like I woke up under the train trestle or something like that. But I will be excited because I will be purchasing yarn and playing in yarn and trying to not break the bank on yarn. Anyway, take care. I will see you guys real soon. Bye, you guys.